It's 1975, London. Natwar Singh is the Deputy High Commissioner of India. One day, out of nowhere, he receives an invitation to dinner from Chandraswami, a young Indian sadhu who did not even speak English at the time. Intrigued, Natwar Singh accepts the invitation, probably not expecting much more than an interesting conversation. During the dinner, Chandraswami performs a trick. Well, maybe trick is not the right word, but he did something that some sadhus do from time to time. And this is what Chandraswami does. He asks Natwar Singh's wife to write down questions on pieces of paper, and without touching or seeing them, he answers each question with absolute accuracy. Now, Natwar Singh was no stranger to high-stakes diplomacy, but this was something else entirely. He later wrote, "The accuracy with which Chandraswami answered the questions left me stunned." The story does not end there.
ये असलियत है.
Today's episode is a bit special and a bit somber. We're diving into a fascinating story from the life of Natwar Singh, who passed away recently. Natwar Singh was one of India's most seasoned diplomats and later a politician. His life was packed with moments that blurred the line between diplomacy, politics, and sometimes even the mysterious. In an obituary published recently, writer and columnist Veer Sanghvi wrote, "Natwar Singh was a no bullshit kind of guy and no respecter of positions or reputations."
When the deal was being discussed in the Lok Sabha, the country was divided right in the middle.
So a lot has been written and said about his career, especially following his death. So today I'm going to tell you a story from his diplomatic life that borders on the mysterious. I'm Manish Adhikary and you're watching First Things Fast.
Right, an exclusive interview, Javed Ansari getting us with Natwar Singh. Thanks so much for that update. We'll also try and get more reactions.
Natwar Singh was no ordinary diplomat.
अगर आप ये उम्मीद करते हैं कि मैं जाके मैं कहूँगा कि साहब मुझे माफ़ कर दिए, सवाल ही पैदा नहीं.
He had a front row seat to some of the most significant moments in modern history. His life was full of encounters with the powerful and the famous. But one of the most intriguing stories comes from 1975, involving Margaret Thatcher, who was not a prime minister yet, and a mysterious Indian sadhu named Chandraswami.
चंद्रास्वामी का नरसिम्हा राव सरकार पे क्या असर है, इस पे तो कितनी ही राजनीतिक पत्रिकाओं का संदर्भ दिया जा सकता है.
Let's set the stage. Remember how Chandraswami had stunned Natwar Singh and his wife at the London home? Well, feeling confident after his successful display, Chandraswami now asks Singh to arrange meetings with two of the most influential figures in Britain back then, Lord Mountbatten and Margaret Thatcher, who had just become the leader of the Conservative Party. Singh, driven by curiosity and maybe a bit of diplomatic duty, makes it happen. The meeting with Mountbatten doesn't come through because Mountbatten is not in town. But it's the encounter with Thatcher that takes the story to a whole new level. Imagine this, the House of Commons, the heart of British politics. Thatcher, known for a sharp mind and iron will, meets Chandraswami. And there, in this grand setting, Chandraswami repeats the same trick he had done with Natwar Singh's wife, guessing questions with precision. Now, in his book, Walking with Lions, Tales from a Diplomatic Past, Natwar Singh recounted this episode, saying, "Chandraswami gave Thatcher 5 strips of paper and requested her to write a question on each. She obliged, but with scarcely camouflaged irritation. Chandraswami then asked her to open the first paper ball. She did. He gave the text a question in Hindi. I translated. Correct. I watched Mrs. Thatcher. The irritation gave way to subdued curiosity. Next question. Again, bullseye. Curiosity replaced by interest. By the fourth question, the future Iron Lady's demeanor, Natwar Singh writes, had changed. She began to look at Chandraswami not as a fraud, but as a holy man indeed." End quote. Thatcher, a woman not easily impressed, was intrigued. She asks Natwar Singh if she could meet Chandraswami again. "Deputy High Commissioner, where do you live?" she says. Then it gets even stranger. Chandraswami makes a bold request apparently. He asks Thatcher to visit Singh's home wearing a red dress and a talisman he provides. Natwar Singh later wrote that he was on the verge of losing his temper and he would not have translated Chandraswami's request had Thatcher not insisted he tell her what the Swami had said. It sounds absurd, right? But here's the kicker. Thatcher does exactly what she's told. On the appointed day, she arrives at Singh's home, dressed in red and wearing the talisman. It's almost surreal. Singh was left amazed, wondering if she was under a spell. But during the visit, Chandraswami predicts that Thatcher will become the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And we all know what happened next. Thatcher did not just become Prime Minister, she served for 11 years, becoming one of the most formidable leaders in British history. Now let's add a bit of context. Now, Margaret Thatcher's rise was not just a coincidence.
Nor did I play poker. I don't have the right kind of face for it.
She was a political powerhouse, reshaping Britain with her policies and leadership. But did Chandraswami truly see it coming? Or was it just a well-timed prediction? Natwar Singh, ever the diplomat, was left with mixed feelings. His life was filled with moments like this, encounters that blurred the lines between reality and the mysterious. I'd recommend reading this book I mentioned earlier. It's full of stories and it is exceptionally well told. Born in 1931, Natwar Singh joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1953 and quickly climbed the ranks. He worked closely with prime ministers, presidents, and global leaders. He was not just a bystander, he was in the room where it happened, a witness to decisions that shaped India's foreign policy. Singh served as India's ambassadors to several countries, including Pakistan and the US. He also played a key role during the Cold War, navigating India's non-aligned stance while balancing relations with both the US and the Soviet Union. He entered politics later and also became a cabinet minister.
जिसने हर दौर को देखा, नेहरू से लेकर शायद अब के दौर, नरेंद्र मोदी के दौर को.
Sadly, he passed away on the night of August 10th at Medanta Hospital in Gurugram, where he was undergoing treatment following a prolonged illness. As you remember Natwar Singh, we are reminded that history is not just about policies and decisions. It's also about the people, the moments, and the mysteries that shape our world. If you found this video informative, please like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching First Things Fast.